Wes would do that.
Wait.
He took a picture of his schlong and put it on Smashboards and said, "This is the real Samus Spike."
Why?
And then he got a reputation of being hung like a horse. Everybody, if you know people who saw the picture, they will tell you don't ever. that Wes is a fucking. I can't even say it.
Wow.
Nigga's getting huge. That.
Dude, stop! Oh my god, I'm getting mental images. Stop it.
And he laughs about it. He's like, "Yeah, I did that shit back in the day." I was like, "Yo, that's the real Samus Spike."
Commentary, son.
Holy shit! I hear myself thinking.
One little action can really make a whole huge deal in the entire set.
The DDD Dittos are fucking stupid.
Happy feet, combo.
PC survives that attack. Both players are on their feet again to hit each other. Oh my god.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 10 of Directional Influence, brought to you by VVV Gaming. I'm here with Will, I'm Rapture, and we're also joined once again by our very special, awesome guest that's always here sometimes, Alex Strife. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Just hanging in there.
Cool. So the holidays are coming up, and obviously everyone's getting busy, so we have a shorter episode today of just Alex Strife. He's going to be talking to you guys about some tournament news, some backroom news, his impressions of stuff, you know, the stuff from the mind of Alex Strife. So, with that said, episode 10 of Directional Influence coming at you. So, Alex, you're here today to give us a lot of insight, and I figured you'd like to start off with some backroom news, I guess you were saying. Is that true?
Yes. I can't really give certain details. I have to talk to Applesy a lot about one specific thing. Once I get that information, I'll get that out for you. Pretty much one of the biggest news is that we're going to start reaching out to the community more. We're going to do a couple of blog series. I can actually tell you about them.
Yeah,
one of them is going to be called the Melee Minute, and it's going to be a blog about recent events and all things revolving around the Melee community. That's going to be actually done by a couple people, but most likely it's going to be done by Christmas. I don't know if you've heard of her. She's like the awesomest person in the world and the love of my life. We're also going to have something called the Regional Report. We're going to, once we start sending out invitations to that, it's just going to be a series involving the happenings of each region that we have in the forum. So that way, people not only can know about, just the top players, but like some of our middle level players. Like, for example, like for the East Coast, not many people know about Nairo, and so we want to get people to know each other in a little bit more of a deeper aspect. And also, like, we're going to work on Twitter and have, start getting ourselves out to the social networks and stuff. The big one is going to be Casual Corner. Casual Corner is basically a how to get better, as well as it answers questions about the community. So it's really like for the people who are just new in the community, or even just the people who are just casual players, just trying to get into the tournament scene. And we're going to just get in there, talk about stuff and answer questions. And we're going to have a special section that I'm going to do called Tournament Troubleshooting. Tournament Troubleshooting is basically, it's the same format, but I'm asking questions about tournaments. Anybody who needs help with it or wants to start their own tournament series, I would basically be the guy to answer all their questions. So we got a lot of that's going to happen, and it's going to be, pretty cool.
So why did you guys end up deciding to do these blogs?
The reason we're doing them is we want to get, like I said, the big thing is getting out to the community more. The big thing is, communicating with the community, and just a lot of people don't see the back room as something that's important or serious for whatever reason, and we want to show them that we're here for the community and we want to help out everybody. And these are not blogs that are going to be done by backroom members only. It's going to be, people like you or other people that just want to get involved. And also what we're going to do is, this is, 50-50 right now because we got to really settle this. We want to make your show like the focal point of all Smash the news. We want it like anything like for audio purposes, like for podcasts and everything. We want your show to be like the show because we used to have one called Show Me Your News. I don't even know if it's still on, but it's just something we want to do to get the community to really notice Smashboards a little bit more because I think a lot of people I won't say underestimate it, but they really don't realize the potential that it can be, and we're trying to get it out there.
Wow, that's new stuff.
This is pretty hype because it's kind of coincidental that we have never really advertised ourselves on Smashboards at all, and we've just recently, Rapture just recently posted a thread of all our past, catalog of episodes, our past 9 episodes. So we're actually trying to get that out there more. And we were, I don't know if it's a coincidence or what, but we were going to try to find out some way if we could possibly be on Smashboards as opposed to as a means to further hype everything. So
yeah,
you kind of just took the words out of our mouth there.
Well, basically, I don't know if people know this about me. I'll tell you a little bit about myself because a lot of people don't really know. Also, I just feel like tooting my horn today. I'm a journalism major. Also, I do TV production for a living as well as, a lot of media production and stuff. So for me, it's, my whole goal is to get, to do things like this, just to not only further the community, but also to, hone my skills. So for me, as I wouldn't even say I don't even know what you would call me. Would it be a professional or would it be just a graduate? Because I graduated from Fordham University, so I don't know. But basically, I want to get work on myself as well as others, and I want to help everybody out. So for me, this is an opportunity for everybody, and I think it's going to benefit everybody. And me taking the reins and doing this and putting it together with you guys, with Pierce, with everybody, it's really going to be great.
Wow, that's really cool. I mean, I'm glad you guys are taking the time too, because we all know. We put a lot of effort to the show, and I know a lot of people put a lot of other stuff, especially Pierce. Pierce puts so much effort into what he does, connecting to the community. So that's really cool that you guys are doing this.
Oh yeah, no problem. That's what we're here for. The back room is here to, service the community, and I'll just say this: the next, I would say, from now until Pound, with all the Apex news that's going to come out and all the backroom stuff that's coming out, you're going to really see a great thing in the Raw community and also in the Melee community. So, just stay tuned for that also.
All right, cool. So let's move on to your next Viridian City tournament. What do you got for us?
All right, January 29th, I got you a big venue. Same venue I had before, but it's going to be inside the hotel. VG Bootcamp's going to provide food, so nobody has to leave. So I'm going to work with VG Bootcamp. I'm going to work with KOTC. Again, we're going to do a Street Fighter side tournament, which we're actually promoting on SRK, so we're getting at least 30, 40 people for that. Havoc's going to come down. Allies coming down, ADHD, Mewtwo King, GNES, I believe a few people are coming down, a lot of people. Basically, everybody's going to be at Viridian City 9 this time. A lot of people didn't come, obviously, to 8 because of MLG, but even though not a lot of quote-unquote people came, we still had 80, 90 people.
Now, I have a question concerning, since you said that VG Bootcamp, because I did go to the last, to the last event, and you said that they're providing food.
Yeah.
That interests me. How, can you go into specifics on that? Or,
yeah, I can. well, if you ever been to Pound, they did the food there. They did the catering.
Yeah, I
So
was there for that.
they basically had a lot of food for everybody, and it was, pretty inexpensive, and they cooked their food, and everybody was just eating a lot of food. Also, they're providing, I'm going to talk to them, but they're probably going to provide some televisions as well. So, we're going to get big TVs, projectors, hopefully, everything that we want to get. So that Viridian City is the place to say, I would say Viridian Cities are like mini Apexes now. Like they're like a whole big production. And also for Viridian City 9, I'm debuting the new Wirecast format live stream. If you don't know what that is, just watch a Street Fighter tournament and you'll see it just like that. So Will can attest to this. It looks amazing, quality wise as well as production value wise.
Yeah, I was actually taking a look at it. Alex was having me help him test the audio and the video quality, and it's ridiculous. Like, you see live stream quality and you expect blurry, laggy, but there was no lag. It was pretty close to perfect HD quality. It's ridiculous. So it's really like a testament to all the effort that Alex is putting into just the live stream footage for our tournaments, which it's never been done to this extent before. So you guys should be really excited about that.
Yeah, and also I forgot to tell you that I'll be able to record the live stream, so I can get the same quality and put it on YouTube, and it's basically just a rebroadcast of it.
That's cool. That's definitely cool. And I'm hoping for some really legit commentary from some guys we know called Directional Influence.
Directional Influence, you guys are going to be there. DM Brandon's going to be there. Doom is going to do this. TKO, Coney.
Looking forward to it.
So it's going to be a big group of people that are going to work on that specifically. Also, we're going to do pools. I'm not a big fan of pools, but
no, you're not, because you're a TO and you like getting things finished. Pools. Really.
In all seriousness, though, I like pools. Like when it comes to this, I told people if we hit over 120, we're doing pools. 128 specifically, because then it just gets really big. But I know that if we push everybody should be coming. There's no excuse. I know that there's another tournament, KTAR 4, is going to be 2 weeks after, but that shouldn't be an issue for a lot of the locals, especially with all the top players that I made. Everybody knows I made a giant list of people, and I got a majority, if not all of them, to come.
Cool.
Including TKD, which unfortunately we don't even know TKD is going to be playing Smash anymore. Because that's another thing I wanted to say. He actually had to quit because of his family.
You said that you're going to be having a Street Fighter side tournament. Do you enjoy having these? Is there success with having these sort of other game tournaments here at your tournaments, I guess?
Well, this is the first time I'm doing it, so we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, because I've seen it in other tournaments too, so.
Yeah, but Street Fighter 4, the people I know in the community are I know Triforce, I know D1's in the community, I know Justin, I know a lot of them. So, we're gonna start slow and work our way up, so that what's gonna happen is that, you're gonna see Verdi City 9, 120 people for Smash, and then you're gonna see on the other side, Street Fighter 4 is gonna be 100 people there. That's what the goal is. And then everybody benefits because we're going to get lots of hype. We're going to have lots of, community backing. And also it brings, two communities that don't really have a relationship with each other together, which is the Street Fighter and the Smash community.
I think that's actually pretty important because I know for a fact that, I know Street Fighter 4 is insanely popular. And I know actually that there are probably a lot of players that I haven't even gotten the chance to meet that are in my crew, with me. I'm in Deadly Alliance, and I know there's people associated with it in Empire Arcadia that I would love to meet. And I love watching Street Fighter 4. It's really entertaining to watch. So I think that's going to be really cool just to merge those two communities together. And the hype will definitely, will feed off each other. So.
Cool. Does this mean that you may have MVC3 at future tournaments? Does that make me really happy?
Yeah.
Awesome.
We should be having that. So that should be fine.
All right, cool. So Viridian City 9, it looks to be a really amazing tournament. Everyone go. That's going to be awesome. And we're going to be there, so it makes it double awesome. So, Alex, before we, come closer to the end of the show, you said you'd like to talk about the community at where it is right now. So, start off with that.
I guess the big thing right now is that I've been, researching the community, both the Melee and the Brawl side, and I'm a little bit concerned about certain events that I've seen a lot of happen. I've seen a lot of bad things going on lately. And right now, today's date is the reason I'm saying today's date is I'll tell you in a second. Today's date is Friday, November 19th. Tomorrow is ROM. So if I'm wrong about this, I will be very happy because I want to be wrong. I'm really concerned not many people are going to ROM. I'm concerned, and I'm not going to pull any punches, by the way. I'm concerned about the turnout of ROM. I'm concerned about the turnout for Brawl for Pound. I'm concerned about the turnout for Brawl for Genesis. I'm even concerned about the Melee turnout for Pound. And I just want to know what's going on with the community. I don't know, and that really bothers me. You have people not wanting to go because they don't like this person, or they don't like that person, or this person upset their community. And you know what? That's a legit argument, but we don't have many majors, and we need to really support them. We need to support Pound. We need, when Plank has to call me up and ask me for help, then I know something's going on. And I'm not going to say it's not his fault, and I'm not even going to blame him, but I will say on record that everybody should be going to Pound and everybody should be going to Genesis. And people should be supporting, in the Melee community, they need to support their tournaments. We can't have, all these little locals with 10, 15-man tournaments, when TOs are putting their hard time, their time and their effort towards building their community for Melee, and on top of that, Brawl. So people need to start showing up to tournaments. I mean, I understand many reasons why people don't want to go to tournaments, whether it's, they don't like the rules, they don't like this, they don't like that. But you know what? Be happy you have tournaments. I've seen communities die because nobody wants to host a tournament. I've seen communities just drop off the face of the earth. The Naruto 4 community dropped off the face of the earth after one tournament. The Soul Calibur 3 community died because the game was horrible. The Brawl community, Brawl is not a perfect game, but it's competitive, and we made it competitive, and we need to start supporting these events. That's pretty much what I wanted to say, and I want everybody to, come to Viridian City, and here's why. This is what I'm doing for Pound. For the top 10 placers at Viridian City 9, you'll get from 10th to 5th, you'll get $5 off your registration. From 5th to 2nd, you get $10 off registration for Pound. For first place of Viridian City 9, you get free entry to Pound. Free entry. There's no excuse not to come to Viridian City and just go to Pound. Pound is it's going to be so great. It's in a giant hotel. The venue's huge. It's going to be great. Everybody's putting effort into it. And bottom line is support Plank. Whether you love him or you hate him, he's a great guy. He's a good TO. I trust him. You guys should trust him too. And for the Melee players, no Johns. This bottom line, no Johns. Show up. This guy has been there for years, and just show up to these tournaments, guys.
Well, there you go. Alex Strife giving you guys more incentive to get to Pound 5. I don't know why you wouldn't want to get to Pound 5 in the first place, because personally, I drove to Pound 4, and it was an amazing experience. It was probably the biggest single room filled of Smash that I've ever seen in my entire life. No joke. And so many hype upsets went down. I remember personally watching, Silent Spectre versus Armada, 2-0ing him, Falcon versus Peach. That shit was ridiculous. There was a mountain of people watching that set. It was so crazy. So, you guys really have to get to Pound 5. I don't know why like what excuses you could possibly come up with, because none of them would be good enough.
I don't think there is a good enough excuse. And I just think that people should go. I mean, it's just going to be a great experience. To be very honest, I think like if everybody goes to Pound, we should be fine as a community, because then that's going to lead into whole other debates and all this other, backlash, which I don't think anybody deserves. And also for Genesis too, like, I don't know what's going on with Genesis. Like, I just don't feel the excitement to want to go. On a Melee side, I'm excited. On the Brawl side, I'm not. The Brawl side is because, of what happened last year. But the fact that they admit they made that was a mistake and they're working on it shows they care about the community. So go to Genesis. I'm not doing Apex for a while. And I know I talk about Apex so much that word's become a secondary in my vocabulary. I could just be like, "Hi, how's it going?" Apex randomly, But in all seriousness, go to both these tournaments. They're going to be great, and there's just no excuse to miss these tournaments. Support your community, Look on Smashboards, look on All Is Brawl, go to as many tournaments as you can. They're not that expensive. I mean, Pound and Genesis are, but that's because they're majors. And even then you could save up. These tournaments are easy to get to, just find a way. Especially for those communities that, need it. Because we should be selling out all MLGs and we should be breaking records in all majors. There's just no excuse.
Yeah. I mean, on my end, I feel like if people don't go to these tournaments, they're gonna regret it. Like, because you seem like amazing experiences. I'm working hard to try and get to them. Probably not Genesis because it's on the other side of the goddamn country. But don't think about it like, oh, I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to go. But like, think about it afterwards. If what you miss, because it seems like there's gonna be so much going on that it's not worth missing it. This is the community's happening here and now. It's not something we're watching from years back. If it's happening right now, you got to be a part of it.
Yeah, and I'll say it like this. After Apex, and I am so sorry, I always bring it up. I don't mean to do it, but it's just like the best way to describe it. After Apex, I got at least 20 to 30 IMs saying, I can't believe I missed this, I'm sorry. And these are from people, I won't say their names, but these are from people from across the world saying, I should have went. And don't be that person. That's the best advice. Don't be that guy that says after the fact, snaps their fingers and says, shoot, I should have went. Be the guy who said, I went.
Alright guys, it's the end of episode 10 of Directional Influence. First off, I want to thank Alex for being here, for all your insight, and before we actually finish, I want to let you guys to two things. The World Cyber Games, if you guys have not heard of them, have been running tournaments across the world for years, for pretty big games. And this year, as with previous years, they're allowing you to vote on which games can be on, the circuit. And we'll be supplying a link at this post, but you can go to this and vote on what kind of games you like to see. And in fighting, you can write in a suggestion. So you can write in, hey, I want Super Smash Bros. Brawl or Melee on this. Brawl, but Melee too. And you can put this in, so if you want to support Smash Bros. WCG and make it happen, it's going to get some big names like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Tekken and Super Street Fighter 4, but you can write those in. You can also vote for first-person shooter games, racing, real-time strategy games, sports, etc. After you do that, you can then vote for us, because the Podcast Awards of 2010 are closing. They're voting for nominations November 21st. That's only in a few days. So you can vote for us. We'll also give you the links for that in this post when you get to this. You can vote for us for the best gaming podcast of 2010, supplying our name and the URL and hitting that submit button. We really appreciate it. And if you feel like we do deserve that award, feel free to vote for us. Anyway, we will be, closing up. Once again, thanks for Alex for joining us, and Will for being Will. You can hit us up on Facebook, search for our group Directional Influence. You can hit us up on Twitter, on mine, VVV Rapture, hit us on VVV, on Smashboards, and All Is Brawl. We've covered all our bases now. And with that said, Directional Influence episode 10 coming to a close. Hit us up next week for episode 11. Have a good holiday, I guess. And that's it. Thanks for listening. okay, Alex, tell us about your skill, I guess.
Okay, well, everybody knows I'm a voice actor because I can do voices like Mickey Mouse and go, ha, hiya, Pluto, ha, that, or, like Scooby-Doo, like, Shaggy, like, gee, Scoob, what are we gonna do now? Shout-outs to Kieran Blaze. I just do a lot of voices, and it's just fun because you can always say, don't forget to bring a towel, and you can just do all this crazy stuff. So I try to do impressions of, like, Smashers. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, these are more impersonations of, like, their character rather than the voice, because a lot of them, I can't do Kataro's voice. My voice cannot go that high. But people tell me I'm a pretty funny guy, so I like to do funny stuff.
Okay, so give us some. Just rattle some off. Tell us who they are.
Well, let's see. Well, the best way to do it is you got to give me somebody, and I can just do.
Okay.
Okay.
Shit, I don't want to like guess somebody, and you say I can't do it.
Well, again, it's not about the voices. It's
Okay.
more about the character.
Yeah.
Person
Okay.
himself.
Okay. Inui.
It's not even that I don't want to do it; it's that I know how to do it. It's just hard. It's just like there's so much to say. So, gee, guys, I'm so mad. I climbed a mountain and I still lost to Bum. And sucks. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm in love with Zuko. I love Zuko. Zuko. Oh wait, he quit? Animus. Oh my god, Animus is so cool. And I teamed with him in about 2005 and we won a tournament and that makes me better than you.
Do an impression of Will.
I can't do Will. He doesn't talk.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh no, actually I can't. I
No.
can't.
Do it.
He was like, damn it, Vinny! You're so gay! Vinny, stop! And then he just loses. Oh! Nick Riddle has like this. Okay, I'll just describe Nick Riddle's voice. Nick Riddle's voice he sounds like his brother, but like more nerdier. I'm so good, guys. I play Zero Suit, and I'm amazing. Oh, by the way, if you don't believe me, and it just starts talking Japanese because you think, oh wait, no, that's Isam. Yeah, Isam's the cooler brother. But he just thinks he's so. Okay. By the way, when I make fun of people, I love them all. I just think it's funny, like random observations. But Nick Riddle is like hey guys, this is amazing. I'm so amazing. I'm amazing. Amazing. He just says amazing a billion times and reference himself more than I've ever heard anybody. I mean, he makes Inui look bad. Allied doesn't do anything. He just gets drunk and
I know.
you can't make fun of him.
Black and Ease.
Yo, what the doo-doo, son? Yo, what the doo-doo? Doo-doo. Retro card. That's pretty much. You ever hung out with DJ Nintendo? He's like, obviously, I could have won this tournament if I didn't make any mistakes. Obviously, get out my Bowser. That's DJ in a nutshell. He's like, get out my Bowser. Oh, there's a woman? I love you. Oh, wait. You left me, Mimi. Here. Get out my Bowser.